visitors to Vietnam.
Hello.
Today we have.
Hello,
Yeah.
my name is Dalton. So I have a YouTube channel, kind of
Yeah.
just started recently, but basically the concept is traveling to every province
This is
in
how I met
Vietnam.
Dalton. I
Yeah.
was googling up information about Vietnam and I came across this channel.
So recently there was a holiday here in Vietnam
Yeah.
called the Home Kings, and you found my
Mhm.
video about that holiday from the north of Vietnam. So in a province called Phu Thọ, there's a Home Kings temple. It's to honor the Home Kings that were said to have founded Vietnam over 4,000 years ago.
Spoiler alert, he speaks Vietnamese.
Yeah, so that's basically how we found each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, awesome. What captivated me is that Dalton has been living here in Vietnam for 6 or 7 years and speaks perfect Vietnamese. So I definitely wanted to learn more about him and his story. But then I realized that I don't want to be so greedy, keeping all good stuff to myself, and I want to record our conversation and share it with you. Hopefully, you'll find it as interesting and fascinating as I want to divide our chat into 3 parts now, back in the future. So I want to interrogate Dalton as to what he's doing right now,
I'm
his
scared.
current project. You should be, yes. Actually, I taught in an American prison, so you should be scared.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's another topic.
Yeah.
Right, to learn more about his YouTube channel, current projects in Vietnam. I also want to learn more about his story, how you ended up here, and of course, future plans so that we can track you, right? And hold you accountable. Awesome. All right. Your goal is to visit all of the provinces in Vietnam.
Yeah.
How many provinces there are, and how many you have visited so far?
So that is a good question, and I've been meaning to make a video about that topic actually on my own
Uh-huh.
channel because there's 34 provinces.
34.
Yeah, but actually,
Ba Muy Bong.
what?
Ba Muy Bong. Ba Muy Tung.
Yeah, 34, 32.
Okay.
But actually, last summer there were 63.
Oh my God, the country is shrinking.
So basically, there's 63 provinces in Vietnam, but
Yeah.
last summer they consolidated a bunch of them into certain provinces.
Mhm.
So my channel is actually going to all 63 of the
Oh
previous
yeah.
provinces.
Like Da Nang and Hoi An became
Well,
one, right?
so Hoi An's in a province called Quang Nam,
Uh-huh.
and now they came together, and now it's all called Da Nang.
Okay.
But the reason I want to go to all 63 previous provinces is because now they're quite big.
Yes.
And if you can take any example, like let's say Da Nang and Quang Nam,
Mhm.
it would be a shame to just go to Da Nang
Mhm.
City, say you've been to
True.
all of Quang Nam province,
True,
right? So,
true.
and there's a lot of other examples. Some are like
Uh-huh.
part of it's in the mountains, part of it's by the beach. Previously, those were two different provinces. Now it's all one.
Right.
I wouldn't want to go to just part of that and skip
Yeah.
the whole other part, you know? So,
Yes.
so I want
So
to see all
you
of Vietnam
you
basically.
want to keep it challenging for yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want it to be challenging and I want to experience
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. Well, you can expect it from a guy who speaks Vietnamese at C1 level. He wants to keep it challenging. And out of 63 provinces, previous ex-province, when you have visited already?
Around 30.
Halfway through.
Yeah, about halfway, yeah.
Okay. And how long did it take you?
Well, so I've been doing it in smaller trips.
Uh-huh.
So I went to the north for like a month, and then I went to like the south central coast for about a month,
Uh-huh.
and just recently I got back from the Central Highlands. So all of that took about maybe
3 months to visit half of the country. That's
Three-
pretty fast.
3, 4, 5 months, something like that.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
So you're going to achieve your goal by the end of this year, probably, right?
Probably by next winter.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, that's pretty fast.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But it's not that fast actually. Cause you could just, I could go through the whole country and not stop at different places. And
Uh-huh.
but actually, I'm going to every province and I'm exploring the local foods,
Right.
exploring local ethnic groups,
Right.
like trying to. So it's not too fast actually.
Right. That's a big part of your channel.
Yeah.
Local dishes, exploring food, and exploring local cultures, local beliefs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you tell us one or two findings that have surprised you the most on your
Sure.
journey?
I really like cultural things that are very specific to a place.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it only exists in one town,
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. For example, if there's a style of singing that only exists in one province, that's super interesting for me. If there's like a type of food that uses like an ingredient from one area, that's interesting. So recently I was in the south and I was on an island called Long Son.
Mm-hmm.
And on this island, there's a religion that only exists there. So I recently uploaded a video about this religion actually. It's called Dao Om Trần, which you could translate to like Mr. Trần religion.
Does it resemble any well-known religions? So
Actually, yeah. Well, it's rooted mostly in like folk belief.
yeah.
It's mostly like a folk religion, but it's influenced by like Confucianism, Taoism, ancestor respect, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, things like that are interesting.
Uh-huh.
In the Central Highlands recently,
Yeah.
I can share one food I had recently that was really interesting.
Yeah.
So in Kon Tum,
Yeah.
You can find a dish called gỏi lá.
Yeah.
Gỏi basically means like a type of salad, and lá means leaf. So I can show you pictures later. But basically,
As for
it's
me, I just eat the burgers. So,
burgers and pizza.
so
No,
I'm learning a lot. Okay.
gỏi lá is a really
Yeah.
interesting dish. So there's like 30 types of leaves,
Uh-huh.
and they're all like from the forest, like 30 different types of leaves, and some are bitter, some are sour, some are like herbal, floral.
They are not poisonous?
No, they're all poisonous. I give you a no poison guarantee,
Okay.
and you eat all of them in one bite
Yeah.
with pork and like a sauce. It's just like the most complex food you could
Wow.
possibly imagine. Like so many
Wow.
flavors.
Wow. Wow.
And you can't really get it outside Kontum, so it's like
Wow.
it's quite special for that area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been in Vietnam for quite a few years, and then you came up with this idea last year. How did it happen? How did you wake up one day and realize that you want to do that? What was the trigger?
So I've had this interest for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I'll show you my Google Maps.
Yeah.
So, like, I save food
Mhm.
places. I've been traveling to random provinces like for years, actually.
Yeah.
So I've been interested in this kind of thing for a long time. It just, I thought that's pretty interesting. I should start making videos about it. So,
Right.
yeah.
Sharing your findings, not keeping to yourself.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What do you think about the future of the local religions that you have visited? Do you think that they are doomed to die out pretty soon,
Yeah.
or yeah? What do you think about?
That's a pretty interesting question.
Yeah.
I mean, about the religions, I don't know. About
Yeah.
ethnic groups,
Yeah.
we could talk about that. It's
Yeah.
like, it's tough. So there's 54
Mhm.
ethnic groups in Vietnam. 54 like recognized ethnic groups.
54. I know two Viet and the Khmer, and
Okay, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So Kin Vietnamese, that's Vietnamese, and then Khmer. So Vietnamese is the majority ethnic group. That's about 85% of the country is Kin Vietnamese. And then the other 53 ethnic groups are um,
Spread out. Yeah.
all spread out across the country. Some are indigenous, some are not. Some came from like China or other places. But some are very small. Some are like a million or more people, which is quite big. Some are very small. Some have like a few hundred people left.
Wow.
And
Few hundred people.
the younger people might move to the city. They might forget the language. So some of those surely over time will disappear.
Do you view your channel as celebration or nostalgia for the past that is going to diminish? What's your like inner goal and drive and motivation, or is it like treasure hunting and collecting treasures and sharing them? Like, what do you feel inside while being on this journey?
I think it's more the second one. It's more like yeah, because I just have so much curiosity about it.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
I just get so much enjoyment out of
Yeah.
finding interesting cultural aspects,
Right.
like foods, for example, or like I don't know, a style of dancing that a certain ethnic group does. Like I find that stuff really interesting.
Yes. Yes.
So definitely more of a curiosity and treasure hunting type of thing.
Have you done any of that before in other countries? Treasure hunting, maybe back in the States or in other countries?
Yeah, I guess so,
Yeah.
but nowhere nearly as deep as in Vietnam.
Cool.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't really make a comparison in another country, to be honest.
And did this journey awake your curiosity to explore deeper other countries as well, or is it like Vietnam specific curiosity?
Has
Yeah.
like now, like when I go to like Chiang Mai or
Mm-hmm.
Penang, those are some of my favorite food cities. Like, I'll really like to explore the food, and I'll be more interested in like the ethnic culture there and things like that. But it's just like it goes so deep.
Yeah.
In every country, it's so deep that, and I think traveling in Vietnam, I've realized how deep it goes, and it's not so simple to just go to any country and explore all these different cultural facets, you know. So it's like
So Vietnam is a great ground, fertile ground for this kind of exploration.
I particularly like it in Vietnam, but that's just because I've just spent so much time doing it.
Right.
But I think other countries are equally as deep. Yeah.
Great. Definitely recommend the channel. The link is in the description below. And now let's go back to the past. And when I find interesting people like my guest today, I always want to find out about how they grew up and how they became the people that they are. Let's travel back in time. Can you share with us what you studied in the States, your favorite subject at school? Were you interested in languages and history? What did you study in university?
Um, most of these things I wasn't really interested back then. I didn't really care much about history. I wasn't very good at language. I tried learning Spanish. And I did study regularly, but I didn't get anywhere near fluent. In university, I studied for a couple years, but I left early. I didn't finish university. After university, I went traveling a lot.
What did you study? What was your major?
So I started in business, and then I switched to sociology.
Okay, that's kind of close, right?
but
Yeah.
like I just wasn't inspired by it at all. You know, like
Uh-huh.
maybe it would have been good to stay in school. I don't know.
Yeah.
But after that, life got really fun. So I don't regret leaving early.
Yeah.
But after university is when I learned to start traveling. I started volunteering on farms. I got into like long distance cycling. I biked across America and then
Uh-huh.
biked across Europe.
What was your first travel abroad experience? Where did you go?
My first time traveling abroad
Yeah.
was a crazy one. I went to India. First time, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How old were you?
'Cause I was 21
Okay, so you
and
dropped out of school and
yeah.
like Steve Jobs, right?
But me and a couple of friends from university, we were just like, where's the craziest place we could go? So we thought it was insane. And it just like expanded my mind like, wow, the world is a really interesting place. And yeah.
Can you share with us a bit more? Where did you go? Which part of India? What did you see there?
So we went to northern India,
Yeah.
Delhi, Varanasi, Rishikesh, Jaipur.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends stayed longer. I was meant to stay a bit longer, but then I came back to do this bicycle trip that I mentioned across America. So it was kind of like back to back. I did India and then came back and biked across America. And it was like, well, I was addicted at traveling at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was, I was 21 and I first came to Vietnam when I was 20.
Okay.
So for a few years, I didn't really travel too much.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So then you came to Vietnam just for vacation, yeah, on a short trip.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I was cycling. So I biked from Cambodia into
Okay.
Thailand,
Okay.
into northern Laos.
Wow.
I entered the first province I ever been
Cycling
to.
through the border.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the first place I ever went in Vietnam was Nghệ An province, which is so random,
Very sad.
like north central Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got on a bus in Nghệ An
Mm-hmm.
and we went up to Hanoi, and then that was my first day in Vietnam.
Do you remember the day? No.
Yeah, it was February 2019.
Was it hot? Was it rainy? What was your first day like?
It was stressful. Like, it's a whole story. I don't have to tell the story right now, but in Laos I lost my ATM card,
Uh-huh.
so I had like no money, and
Yeah.
I had to somehow get to Hanoi with like very little cash. Finally, I found a bus. It took me to Hanoi, but I didn't have enough money to pay for the bus. But I just said, please.
Yay.
Finally, I got to Hanoi,
Yeah.
and I could use my credit card to buy some cash at a hostel.
Okay.
And then that was about 7 years ago, and now I'm still in Vietnam. So it was a crazy first day, though.
Right.
Yeah.
You stayed Vietnam from that day on, or did you have breaks?
Well, during COVID, there was 1 year I went home,
Uh-huh.
but then besides that year, yeah, I've been in Vietnam since then.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
How did
But-
you choose Vietnam first?
Um,
Like India, we got it. It's like, what's the craziest
Yeah.
places we can go to? And what about Vietnam?
I mean, Vietnam, it was just on the bike trip. I didn't
Right.
think I was going to love it. I planned to
Right.
keep going into China
Okay.
after that.
Yeah. And
But
what happened? What kind of magic?
yeah, I had like the best month ever in northern Vietnam.
Okay.
I met some friends there and we traveled around and I just loved it so much. We had so much fun and it felt so like, just felt so alive. We went to like some of the coolest places ever. Hai Yang, Port was cool. We went to Cat Ba. It was just so much fun. So just decided, hey, I could stay.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
the people watching us, they have never been to Vietnam. Can you help them to imagine the fun that you experienced in the first month?
Of like the first month in Vietnam.
Yeah, all the places that you enumerated. Could you describe them a bit more?
I
What
think-
was it that excited you about them? Right?
I mean, part of it was like I had no expectations. Like I think now online there's so much information about Vietnam and like
Right.
there's so many like people saying, hey, you should come to Vietnam, which you should. It's great. But at that time, like I'd never even heard of Hai Yang before, and like I'd never heard of Ninh Binh.
Yeah.
I know I heard it was like old and dirty, but I never knew anything about it. But then I just like was having all these interesting foods. Hai Yang was like the most amazing scenery I'd ever seen in my life. And there was like not that many tourists back then. Ninh Binh, it just felt like ancient, the mountains and everything. It just, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just like captured me, you know.
Yeah. Well, guys, traveling can awake you for sure. What can I say? It does give you a new perspective.
Did you leave and then
So, how did you decide to stay longer after that first month of traveling and having fun exploring Vietnam?
yeah. So that first month, I was traveling and having the best time ever. It was amazing, but I wasn't really living in Vietnam yet.
Yeah.
But in Hanoi, I was meeting like a lot of people that were like teaching English, had their own restaurants. I just realized that you can actually stay here. I didn't
Right.
realize you could stay here and live here. So I decided to do that. I left and kept traveling in Southeast Asia with my friend. When I came back, I went to Saigon in the south, and I decided
Saigon
to
is another name for.
Ho Chi Minh City, yeah. So I started volunteering there, and I started teaching English to some monks. I was volunteering
Yeah.
at this like pagoda,
Wow.
and I lived there for about 3 months. And was teaching English to the monks there.
Wow.
That's where I really became more like familiar with Vietnamese culture. Started learning more about the local foods. That's also where I started learning Vietnamese. I took my first Vietnamese class. I learned Xin Chào, Tạm biệt, and Cảm ơn,
Yeah.
which I just have great memories from that time. Just that's where I like really fell in love with like being in Vietnam.
Wow.
Broke my shoulder at that time, which I still like have the metal in there now.
What happened?
So there's a city called Vũng Tàu, which is about 2 or 3 hours from Saigon,
Okay.
and me and some friends were going there for the weekend. And I am very stupid, and I was driving a motorbike with no license, which you shouldn't do. But we kept stopping to make little stops along the way. And one
Yeah.
time after stopping, I forgot to put my kickstand back up.
Yeah.
And so we were driving. My
Yeah.
kickstand was down. I didn't realize. And some ladies drove past me, and they pointed, "Hey, your kickstand's down." And I got kind of flustered.
Yeah.
I tried putting it up. I hit the brakes, slid
Yeah.
on some sand,
Oh my
and
God. Fell down.
so I just snapped my collarbone. It was pretty serious,
Oh,
honestly. Yeah.
wow.
Had to go back to Saigon, surgery, the whole thing is about, well, here's one good thing. How much would that cost in your country? No insurance. I spent about 3 days in the hospital, metal in the shoulder,
Wow.
medicine, the whole
No, no,
thing.
not speaking Vietnamese.
Yeah, I didn't speak Vietnamese at that
Did the
time.
doctor speak English?
No, but I had some Vietnamese people that were helping me from the pagoda. So they were helping me to translate and everything. Total was about $1,000. Yeah, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
About 25 million
Yeah.
Vietnamese dollars.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, that slowed me down for a bit, but there's like 3 months in the south. I ended
Yeah.
up coming here to Da Nang, and I've been here ever since then.
Wow. The Nanng 5, 6 years ago, was it completely different from what it is now?
Yeah. Some good ways, some bad ways. Like,
Yeah.
I can't really complain about people coming here because I came here too.
I came here 1 year ago almost. We will celebrate my first year anniversary soon, June. Yeah.
But it was different then. I came here in 2019, and it was growing a lot at that time. So it's not like it wasn't like a quiet beach town or something. It was growing a lot, but it was definitely a lot less people. Expat community was like way smaller. And then during COVID, it like got really quiet.
Right.
The cool thing during COVID was that like no one knew was coming. So for like 2 years, people were slowly leaving, but nobody knew was coming. So it was
Yeah.
just like it got really quiet during that time.
So you had a tight-knit community back then.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And now, do you usually hang out with expats or Vietnamese people? What does your social circle look like?
Both. Yeah, both.
Uh-huh.
Like I've been here a while, so you have friends over the years, and
Yeah,
I have a roommate, and I live with my roommate and my girlfriend,
yeah.
and they're one American, one Vietnamese, and then
Okay.
me, I'm American.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, both. I mean, I think like sometimes you just want to speak with people that are that speak your native language. That's natural.
Yeah.
But I also have Vietnamese friends I speak English with. I have Vietnamese friends I speak Vietnamese with, and that's pretty interesting. Like some of the Vietnamese friends I speak English with, they don't necessarily speak English better. It's just we just established our friendship like that.
And once it's established, it doesn't really change.
Yeah, you
because-
kind of keep it like that.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. We have fast forwarded 6 or 7 years, right? Wow. What's the future? What's the outlook? Are you going to stay in Vietnam?
I want to. I think it would be weird for me to leave after like learning Vietnamese
Yeah.
basically fluently, going to every province in Vietnam, just basically kind of
Yeah.
getting like an extreme level of experience in Vietnam.
Right.
I think it wouldn't make sense to leave.
You mean for good, right? You see your life in
Yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah.
It's kind of tricky for foreigners. You don't
It
really
is.
have
Yeah.
a naturalization program. You don't really have a chance to become a citizen.
You can now. If you're married, you can become a citizen.
Really?
Yeah.
When did it change?
About a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, about a year, 1 or 2 years ago.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was impossible.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so
It's still not easy though.
do
You
we
have to
get
be.
the invitation to your wedding with all the subscribers of my channel?
No, no camera.
Have you ever been to Vietnamese wedding?
Yeah, I've been to about 5 or 6 Vietnamese weddings.
Tell us
Yeah.
everything you
In
can.
different regions. I've been to one in Bac Ninh in the north. I've been to two in Da Nang. I've been to one in Đắk Nông. I've been to one in Tây Ninh in the south. Maybe five. I think five. A lot of drinking,
How many people were present?
like hundreds. It can be like 300 to 500 people. It's pretty typical.
Yeah.
Because they'll just invite everyone, all the friends of family members, the
So
whole village.
expensive. I cannot afford to invite 300 people to my wedding.
Yeah, it's really fun though, and it can change based on the region as well. Let me talk about one wedding that I was at recently, about a year ago, last May. I went to my friend's wedding in the north. So it's a couple. They live here in Hoi An now, one American, one Vietnamese. But the wife is from Bac Ninh province, which is about just north of Hanoi. And this was pretty fun. It was my first time being a, how you call it, groomsman. So in a lot of Vietnamese weddings, as a groomsman, you have to carry a, it's called bưng lễ. You have to carry something like into the,
Like a gift?
yeah, basically a gift. So there's like 5 different people, and they'll all carry something different.
Uh-huh.
I was carrying like snacks or something. I forget. But it's pretty cool. You have to wear áo dài, which is a traditional like dress or traditional clothing, and you carry that in, and then you have to exchange like lucky money in an envelope. One of the bridesmaids. That was basically all my responsibilities, but it was just like it was just fun to be involved in it in a way that was more than just being there. Oftentimes, as a foreign guest, you might be invited just for fun, just to be there. But it was pretty cool to be on the like on that side of things, to be a little more involved in it.
Yeah, 300 people present.
Yeah, 300 or more, because they'll just invite everyone. It's a really fun environment. After like the whole thing happens,
Yeah.
which was really fun, by the way, just seeing them together. Like my friend's American.
Yeah.
He gave he's he can speak Vietnamese a little bit.
Yeah.
No offense, Ben, but not great. But he gave his whole speech in both English and Vietnamese,
Wow.
which was really cool. Everyone was like cheering for him. It was awesome.
Yes.
So he gave that, which is really cool to see. And then after the whole like ceremony,
Mhm.
it just turns into this massive party, karaoke on stage, like everyone's on stage. It's so much fun.
Yes. And where does it happen? What kind of room can hold 300 people?
That's actually a good question too. Sometimes it's not a room. So this one was more like, how do
Just
you
in
even
field?
say?
In the rice field?
Not in the rice field, but almost like they build a tent over like an area. So and like there'll be like these companies that set it up basically. So they'll come with a truck, set up a like a big tent, and they'll set up like 50 tables,
I see.
and they'll. I think they also are involved with supplying like maybe
Okay, maybe it's not that
food or
expensive
something.
after all if you just put up a tent and
I mean,
yeah.
but in Da Nang, like there are big wedding halls that hold hundreds of people, and so in the city it's more common to do that. But in the countryside, it'll be like under a tent basically. And have you ever seen one like going by, driving by in the
I
countryside?
don't think so. Maybe I didn't pay attention. Yeah.
If you travel in Vietnam, like by motorbike especially,
Yeah.
you'll see them like pretty often. At least once a week, you'll see like a wedding tent and people singing karaoke, beer cans all over the floor.
All right.
Really fun environment.
All right, 300 people, and I have 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel,
That's
so
right.
we're waiting for an invitation. Guys, start saving up money. All right, amazing. Thank you very much for this helicopter view of your past, present, and the future. It really sounds amazing. What do you think if there are people watching this in the States or somewhere else and thinking about traveling or moving abroad? Do you think there is a particular type of a person who will benefit from this kind of trips and the kind of people who maybe will be disappointed? What do you think?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be disappointed.
Yes.
Everyone should travel, but maybe not everyone should just like move here.
Too many expectations, right? So you need to just free your mind and
Yeah, or just travel first. You know, like I know everyone's saying like come move here, and it is a great place to live. But sometimes on the expat groups, I see people typing like, "Hey, I'm in America right now. I'm gonna move there next week. I've never been there, but I'm like, that's great, but
yeah.
you should try it first. It could be way different than you think. There's little things that you might not really expect, like the noise might be a problem for some people. It's noisy. Like there's basically honking nonstop, and you kind of get used to it. But if you haven't had that before, it can get really annoying. Like there's construction noise constantly. Not everywhere, but in Da Nang, there's construction constantly.
Yeah. So, guys, there is no paradise on earth, but definitely traveling and seeing new places broadens your horizons and possibly gives you a new, fresh outlook on the place where you live. So, thank you for watching us. Type any questions that you may have below and see you around. Yeah.